Hello, everyone. Welcome to Forge App Jam. My name is Bree, and I am so happy to have y'all here today. Hello, Katerina.
Hello, and yes, I turned on my camera too. Okay, give me 1 second because I have somewhere like the music's like the background music singing. So like I need to figure out where that's coming from. But yeah, so hi everyone. Okay,
Yes.
I think I
Hello,
found it.
Rodney. Hello, Fabio in the chat. Love to see y'all here hanging out with us today.
Yeah, and that's actually like where my music was coming from. I was connected on LinkedIn because I was trying to say hi to a few of you there directly, which like I can't like if we reply here in the chat, you don't see the comments. So that's why I went to LinkedIn, and that's where like I started to hear the music twice. Yay! So hello everyone. Yeah, still getting used to this. Maybe it's only our 4th time, so yes. But yeah, so I think like this was like a long way to say hi everyone. Hi Rodney. Hi Fabio. Yes. Ciao Fabio. Hi Dr. Atlassian. Yes, we'll do that. Yes, we are so ready for this.
Yeah. This is our first Forge App Jam since Atlas Camp.
I know. So, and yeah, I feel like, there is so much we have to share with everyone and like show and like plan in one of the upcoming events from Atlas Camp because there have been so many announcements, so many workshops. We've got so much inspiration from everyone. So yeah, stay tuned because for sure we will be back with some Atlas Camp content. I already have a couple of ideas, but like before we actually plan a Forge App Jam on that, like I would love for those features to leave the private EAP so that you can actually try them on at the same time as we do. So if you see a little bit of delay in those topics, that's why. But we'll get there.
Absolutely. Perfect. Cool. Well, what are we talking about today?
Okay, so as some of you might remember, we started 2 episodes ago with this app to manage the link governance, meaning that we respond to some events, to some product events, and then if the links are not compliant, we either add them or remove them. Yes, so that's what we started 2 episodes ago, and I think I was thinking we would finish that maybe in 2 episodes, but we didn't. But we will finish it today. Yes, I'm very confident. So please, everyone.
You got it.
But you also know that like sometimes like I underestimate how long it takes me to show you things. So, but fingers crossed.
Don't even worry about it. You show us cool things and then we chat and then we answer questions and then sometimes we get off track just a little bit, but so much fun regardless.
Yes. That's good. So, I think last time, like I was, actually, yes. So actually I have here, and I'm going to share my screen now. So I'm going to share this screen here. Yeah. Yes, that's good. So I'm not going to give you a demo of what we are building because pretty much from a UI perspective, this is what's going to change in comparison to the last episode. So we will be actually adding the UI notification. So in Forge terms, this is the show flag. I also have like this, let me maybe hide this. I also have like, because I wanted to give like a recap of what we built last time. So I have this. Do you see it big enough? I think it should be okay.
I think this looks good.
So I wanted to show you this this diagram, this sequence diagram about what we built and what are the components that we already have in the app. So starting from our Jira issue, we have a backend trigger, which is our product event. In our case, we implemented the link created one. And this product event is listening to the issue links being created, is retrieving the change log to identify the actor ID, and it's deleting the invalid link. And after that, it's using this other component, which is the the Forge real-time APIs, to send a real-time token. To send a real-time token to notify the UI that that there was an event, that there was a link deletion. And it's only doing this if the link deletion was, so it's only it's only doing if there was a link deletion. Also, maybe like quick note, like real time was super popular at Atlas Camp. So if you are already building for apps, you probably want to check it out. We'll share the link, maybe just in case you missed it last time. I'll just do it. Oh, yeah. Super popular, like a couple of like pretty much at the demos that we have on the last day, everyone was showing the Forge real time. So yes, go and check it out. And the other thing I wanted to say is that someone said that they've been able to remove around 500 lines of code from their app by replacing the previous notification mechanism that they had in place with the Forge real time. So might be good for you as well. Okay, let's go back to the sequence diagram. So our real time is, so our backend trigger is publishing the event to the Forge real time. And the last component that we had is, because our UI didn't have, our app didn't have any UI element, we had a background script there, which is a hidden component. So we are adding to each page a hidden component. And this hidden component is where we are registering for events from the Forge real time. And that's the component that is listening and receiving to those events. And then if there is an event received, that's what we will be using to notify our users. So hopefully this helps a bit. Yes. So to like Absolutely. Get an idea. So what we will be building is this part here. So we will be adding the notification to the user. But before, so yes, so that's what we are doing today. And today, I also want to do it with RovoDev. So let's have a look at how you can set up the Forge MCP server in RovoDev. So you know that I usually just go with VS Code. And I think in the first episode, we also showed the Forge MCP server in VS Code. So today we will be showing the Forge MCP server in RovoDev. That also means we'll probably need to do some switching between the console and the editor, but hopefully it's going to be good. So I think that's not big enough. So I'm trying to check at what you see, and maybe now it's big enough.
I think we can start there.
Okay. So let me re-clear this. Okay. So how do we do that? How do we add an MCP server to the RovoDev CLI? So there is a file. There is a file in the RovoDev settings, which is the MCP JSON. Which shows this. So this is the syntax, and I'll grab the link for you. Oh no, I don't have to. So thank you, Bri. So this is the syntax. The syntax is available on our documentation. So once you have this file set up, if you start the RovoDev CLI, it's going to load the Forge MCP server, and we'll get there in a moment. But before I do that, there is something else that I want to show you. So let me open the entire repository where we store the code. And okay, so let me go to, so this is where we have what is this? This is where we have all the code. So this is the repository where we have all the code from all our episodes, because we are building on what we started last week. So I'm going to be working on this episode 3 real-time notifications folder. But once I actually publish the changes, they'll be in a separate folder with the episode 4 notification. So keep that in mind. So today we are working in this folder, but once I post the changes on our repo, it's going to be in the episode 4 folder. So the reason why I'm opening this before starting the RovoDev CLI, is because if you create an app using the template, using a Forge template, you'll have a file called agents Markdown. And when I was testing this with RovoDev last week, I was trying to understand how I can nudge RovoDev to use the Forge MCP server. I do that very often in VS Code by using the hashtag prefix and calling either the Forge Knowledge MCP server or one of the tools. And I was looking for a similar way to do the same in RovoDev. And I was told that actually the best way to do that is to work with the agents Markdown and tell the agents, and maybe I'll just copy it, and tell the agents, so tell RovoDev via the agents Markdown to use the Forge MCP server as much as possible. So there isn't something like directly calling the Forge Knowledge MCP server in RovoDev. So the way you do that is by editing and providing more instructions in the agents Markdown. So this is kind of like maybe like a pro tip, something that I don't think it's documented anywhere. So if you're using RovoDev, I think the short version of this is, if you're using RovoDev, try add this line if you want to make sure that RovoDev and the agents and the models are actually calling your Forge MCP server. So that's there. It's probably like, is it still too small? But today we don't.
A little bit.
Okay,
maybe
so
zooming in like one more time if it's possible.
One more. Oh,
okay.
Go. So, okay, now you can actually see the line that I pasted. So you must use tools from the Forge MCP server, prefix with Forge dash where possible before the CLI ones. So good that I checked. I try to keep an eye to see like how big or small it is for you. Anyway, so now we can, so the reason why I did this right now, so the reason why I edited the agents Markdown before starting RovoDev is that this file is loaded when you are starting RovoDev. So you don't want to add that and then have to restart RovoDev. Same for the mcp.json file. So you need to edit that before you start your RovoDev CLI. So let's, RovoDev run. So let's start the RovoDev CLI, and we should, okay, we need to download the new version, which is good because we are getting the latest and greatest, but it's probably going to take us like, I don't know how long, a couple of extra maybe seconds.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. So yes, the Forge MCP server and the MCP servers in general in RovoDev, as well as the agents Markdown file is loaded when you are starting RovoDev. And another thing that I like to highlight is that, that's big, that in VS Code, you need to start your Forge MCP server while RovoDev starts it when it starts. So you don't need to do anything to manually start it. Okay, so now we can see here that our agents Markdown has been loaded. And we also see 5 MCP servers. I believe by default, you should be only seeing 4. There is actually a command here that you can run to check which MCP servers you have available. And here we have our Forge knowledge one, which says connected. So it's all good. Okay, so let's get started and let's ask RovoDev to add the functionalities that we want to add. So instead of doing coding, I'll do some prompting today.
We're switching it up.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, and it also kind of keeps a history. So if you see this, that's because that's my prompt while I was testing. So to this Forge app, I want to add a flag. And because I know the name of the component, I actually like to specify showFlag. And I think like I was kind of like high level, like to the on event function, which is like go and find where it is. To display a flag to the user with the title. Can I just autocomplete? Yes, I can autocomplete. Yes, cool. So let's see. And now it's going to be tricky for you to see much like with this Zoom, which I think it's like one of the reasons why sometimes like I do the coding myself, because I think it's easier to walk you through what's happening.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad? Okay. Okay. And for demo purposes, I also leave like the permission requests in here. So that's why I need to allow it for each session, but you could also set it up to allow it for every time. Okay, so yes, this looks good from here. We still need to give it a bit of time. I think instead of like reading the changes here, which like you're always welcome to do, I'll just go and check the code. And the way I can go and check the code is by checking the differences in my repository. So good. So the show flag has been added to the Forge bridge, and we have some more changes here. And yeah, so on the event. So when we receive the event, we are showing a flag with the title I gave it. Okay, so it decided like to use it as a warning. I'm not a big fan of this, but also like I didn't really like tell it like what I wanted. So I didn't say which type I wanted. So it's fine. So, and then is auto dismiss true, which means like the pop-up will auto close, which is also not my preference. So let's try to change that. And there is like one more like thing that is not ideal. So if you check the documentation here, and I think we shared it. So let me just open it up though, because I want to show you. Ooh, there. So if you check the documentation, it says that the ID needs to be unique. What we see right now, it's not really unique. So it's going to be the same every time. So let's make it unique. And I'll do this in RovoDev. So, okay. Oh, actually, thank you. It was actually asking me like if like which flag type I wanted. So, oh, like this is actually pretty good. I promise this was not prepared. These are kind of the next steps of what we are doing. So good.
It already knew.
Yeah, like, you know, I think it's good that it's actually asking me like, oh, which flag type do you want? Because I didn't have that in the prompt. And it's also asking me like, which action buttons do you want? Which we will be adding soon. So yeah, like good suggestions, I would say. Okay, so let's do this. So a couple of changes. Okay, I was trying like if I could do an enter and do like a list. Okay, I can't. So let's try again. A couple of changes. So I don't want the flag to auto dismiss, and then change the flag type to info, or maybe let's like, or yeah, change the type to info. And then like when I was testing it, because I think like Brie, you already made a comment in the past about like my prompts. So, you know, like I don't just like to say what to do. I also like to question and challenge the agents. So when I was testing it, like the prompt I actually entered was, shouldn't the ID be unique? So, you know, it's like, I'm not telling you it should be unique. Like, can you please go and check for me?
Yes.
Is it just me? Like, does someone else
I do that
it?
too. I'm usually like, hey, I don't want to tell you what to do, but
but please check it. Okay, so let's go and see what this did. Okay, so looking better. So I think this is like kind of like as unique as it gets. So hopefully, you know, over time, everyone learns like the link policies. So we don't get too many events. So this should be unique enough. The type has been changed to info, and yeah, and we have the description there. So, which is good. There is one more thing I want to do here before adding the action. Was RovoDev asking me about the actions again? No, maybe because I didn't respond to that question earlier. So let me get to that part. Also, if I'm switching like too quickly between the terminal and the IDE, let me know. My
Okay.
brain sometimes like goes like,
Me
let's do
too.
this. And
Sometimes
then,
when I'm like working, the windows are just swirling around and around till I figure out which one I'm really looking for.
yeah. But I know, like, as a viewer, sometimes it's like, wait, what's happening here? So, everyone, like, if it's too fast, tell me. Okay, so what do I want to do? So I like to, so I wanted to have the issue key in the flag message as well. So let me do that. So can you add the issue key to the description? Yeah, and I think that's all I should need to say. Okay, great idea. Yay. Thank you for the encouragement. Yeah, so I just saw it up there that it actually did that, but instead of scrolling here, I think it might be easier to just show that to you in the code here.
Mhm.
And yes, so we have the issue key here, which is being retrieved from, okay, that's not what I wanted. So let me go back here, which is being retrieved from the payload that we are receiving with the event. So payload, issue key, it should be good, but also let me show you. So if we go here when we are publishing the event, so when we are publishing the event, we are publishing it to a channel with a payload, which is this one, and with a signed token. And yes, the issue key is here in our payload. So that should all work. Let's do a forge tunnel and see how this goes. So let's just do the tunnel in here. View? Oh,
Under
view?
terminal.
Good. Okay. Okay. But to do the tunnel, I need to go to the folder. So which is this one? So the app is still installed from last time, and the version that is installed is the one that is in the repo. So let's wait for this to done. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm here, and let me also open the developer tools. Cool. Okay, so how do we test this? So we already see, like, we have like our subscription. We have so our subscription to the Forge real time. And let me add our escalation link, which is the one that is not allowed. And let's link it.
Mhm.
And okay, yes. So you see, we received our event here. So we received our event here. And we have the issue key here, and we have everything else. But it didn't show the pop-up. So let's check why. Maybe we have some logs in here. No, publishing the event published. That's all good. Okay. I was expecting this to actually show me the flag. Okay, let me think for a second what's going on here. Okay, well, maybe I'll just try again. What do you think? Should we try again? Yeah. Oh, maybe I know. I was testing something the other day, And I had, yeah, I think this might have been why. Yeah, I was testing like how to debug in Chrome, and so maybe like it got stuck on our breakpoint without actually opening that, maybe. But now that I refreshed, it actually went there. So I'm not sure. Let's try again. Okay. So the subscription started. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Try again worked. Because I was really like, oh, I think everything, like, I did everything that was needed. Ooh, wait 1 second. That was the auto dismiss. I said I want the auto dismiss to be, I didn't want the auto dismiss. That was one of my prompts. Okay, let's maybe try again, because that's, what do we have in the code here? I think when I gave it as a prompt to remove the auto dismiss. So let's try again. I don't want the flag to auto dismiss. I will not say that. Can you update that? Let's just see where it goes. Oh, huh.
Okay.
There is no, what? Okay, there is actually one. Okay.
You're not using like an older version of the app, right? Like the app that you were using earlier this week to test?
Oh, no. So like in the code, there should be like an is auto dismiss. So maybe let me read actually what this is saying. So the flag will persist until dismiss. No, but maybe we don't document it that well. So is auto dismiss. So this is the property. It's optional, so that's good. Oh yeah, I've set to. Yeah, I think like we don't really document what's the default. So, and the default is true. So it's not really RovoDev. Like, I think RovoDev is interpreting is auto dismiss as false as default. That might be what's happening.
We need to explicitly set it as auto dismiss as false.
Exactly. So is auto dismiss true? And I should also add a nice comma there. So I know, like, this is like, this auto dismiss is a detailed, but I'm always like, no, I want to decide when to close the flag. Like, so I don't want you to close it for me. And I know maybe it's not everyone. I don't know if people really have a preference on this, but I know like that I want to be in control of my notifications. Okay. This is like learn Katerina's preference. Is everyone? Okay, so yes. Okay, now you don't go away, right?
Perfect.
Now you don't go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was
there. Okay.
What is auto dismiss? What is aha?
Oh, yeah, false. Yeah.
I just like did autocomplete. Yes. Okay. So I promise. Last test on this one. Okay. It's auto dismiss false. That's what we want. Okay. So actually that's already removed. So I'll just do a refresh. Cool. Is an escalation for yes. Okay. So while this waits and while we wait, instead of counting to make sure it doesn't disappear, so what we are going to add next are actions. So the first action is going to be to refresh the page, and then we'll add some actions to links to the documentations, which is something that I think it was mentioned as a nice to have in one of our previous episodes. So yeah, why not linking to one of the page with the policies? to explain to everyone why the link was removed. And I think this was way longer than 8 seconds. So yes, the auto-dismiss
Yes,
worked.
it did. It definitely worked this time.
Cool. So let's go back to RovoDev and let's add an action. So can you add an action? Yeah, to help the user refresh. Yeah, looks like one of my previous prompts. So autocomplete. And let's see. Okay, check in. Oh, yeah. Also, this is how we see, this is how we see that it's actually invoking the forge knowledge. So that line that we added to the agents Markdown, from my test, it makes a difference. So if you want to use it, I think it's good to use it.
Good tips.
Okay. Oh, sorry, say that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it. I was like still talking, but yeah, now I've heard what you said. Okay, so there is an error. So I think this error happened because let me say what is it. No matches found for find string. So I've seen sometimes, like if you're editing the file outside of RovoDev, it needs to reload them. So I think that might have been what that error was about. So because I added a line there, like it might have got into that. Yeah, you see, it removed like my auto dismiss. Okay, we'll get back to that. But it also added our action, which it's actually not correct. And I've seen this happening like a couple of times. So to do a refresh, so what we want to use is the forge router object, which I'm going to open here. So it allows us to control our window. So, and there is an option here, which is is this too small? See, sometimes I remember, which is the option to reload the current page. So we want to use router reload. What we actually see here, it's not correct from a forge perspective. It's like the default JavaScript, but it doesn't work in the forge context. So let's try this. Are you sure this works in forge and is valid in that context? So let's see. And maybe I should check if it was actually using. Yeah, I will stop scrolling. So view refresh won't work either. Okay. So let's see if it does it. And otherwise, we'll give it another push. Okay. It didn't update here anything. So let's actually give it a little push. So can you try the router reload instead? Yeah, I think when I was going through this, like the other day, it was identifying like the forge option. Can you hear the birds?
Yes.
Welcome to the land of Australia.
They
so these are
like,
kookaburras.
They sound like they're from a cartoon.
Yeah, thank you for like being a guest today. They are very funny. Look them up. If you've never seen them, look them up. They are calling the laughing birds. So yes, and this is how noisy they get. So, oh yeah, they are actually over there on my balcony. I wish I could show you. Okay. Yes. So router reload. Yes, this is what we want. I'll be okay with the auto dismiss for now. Okay. So router reload. So we added an action with the text that says refresh, and when we click on that action, it's going to reload the current page. So let's do that. So I have the tunnel running, so I just need to test it. So okay. It's an escalation for this. Okay, so now we have this. So now let's click on it. And this is refreshing the page. And if you remember, one of the reasons why we wanted this is because deleting a link from a Forge app, even from a product event, doesn't refresh the UI. So that was like the first idea that I had to do the flag, so that it's clear to the user that, like, of course they're getting the notification, but also like what they need to do. So they have like a little bit of a prompt to refresh the UI. So yes. So this was the action number 1. And now the action number 2 that we want to add is to check the policies. So I think someone suggested that, probably you also want to give some more information to the user about like why this wasn't a valid link. So, and that might be documented somewhere. So let's go with maybe Confluence as a starting point. You want to have a link there so that if the users want to go and check what are the link policies and why this wasn't valid, they can go there, because you could add some more details in the pop-up itself, but it's always like a bit limited what you can put in there. So and reference guide might always be good. So let's go there. Let's go and do that. And actually, maybe we could use the Forge LLM in the future to that just gave me this idea. So one of the features at Atlas Camp was the Forge LLM APIs. So I'm thinking that maybe we could enhance this app by adding some more details about which policy wasn't matched by using Forge LLM. So we don't just do some if conditions, we actually go and ask for that. I think that would work. So, okay, I'll write it down. I just need to remember it and write it down. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so for now we are just adding a link to a Confluence page. And let me find it. I didn't open it. So link policy. Probably to use the Forge LLM APIs, I'll need to add a couple more things to this page, because right now it's very, very easy. But what I want to show you here is that actually, let me copy this to my editor, and there are a couple of things that no. So I'll still do it with RovoDev. So let's do it. So can you add another action? And let's do with the text. Yes, check link policies. Yeah, and as you can probably see from my prompt, you can also point to some external documentation, but there is some added, there is some additional logic, and there are some additional options that you need when using Confluence. So let's start with the Confluence, but otherwise, like you would just like if you would go to an external site, you would just have the URL in the link in the method. So that's it. So can you add another action with that? Sure. Okay, let's do like Confluence as well. So with a link to a Confluence page on the same site. And then we want to also say, okay, so page ID, and that's why I was getting this. So this is our page ID. And so space key that I want to retrieve from here. Cool. Let's see. Okay. This is indeed one option. So is it done? Yes. So this is one option. So on click, you're still using the router option with open. So to open a page and with the link to our page. So when you're thinking about the router option, so you can either use open or navigate. Open is probably better in this context because it opens the page in a new tab or window. So while navigate would open it in the same tab. Let me go back here. So this was the router. Yeah, and it's also been added to the top, to the import section. So it's all good. I went to check that I didn't have to install any additional packages, but no, router is part of the same package that we already had. So all good. So it's been deployed. Oh, so the tunnel did the reload. So let's try it out. So, yep, is an escalation 4. Okay, so let's see.
Wait for our notification.
Yes. So we have a link here. So let's click on it. And yes, it's opening our link policy. So that's good. So that worked. One small thing I would say, and I wanted to show you, is that there is kind of a syntax that like I prefer in comparison to this one, which is the syntax that is defined here as this one. So instead of defining the URL, you are defining a target and the detail of your target. So if you want to do that for a Confluence page, and I'll just leave it here. So you can do router open, and then you do target, and then navigation target. Okay, before I do this, I think I actually need to add this, yes, to my import. Okay, so let me go here. Ooh. Navigate, yes. So now that I've added it there, I should also have the option to, so now that it's auto-completed, now that I'm actually importing it, so you can choose like if you want the content edit or the content view, and I want the content view. And then what I need to do here is I need to add content ID and the ID of my page. Yes, just like this. Am I missing a parentheses. No, I don't think so. But I want the semicolons. So, like, for me, this is clearer. So and also, like, I think so I prefer this syntax. And it's also documented on the page, but not all the options are documented on the page. So, like, you will not really find the content view option. But if you import the navigation target in your packages at the beginning, then it will autocomplete. So that's it. And yeah, it's going to work in the same way. So I'm not really. Maybe I'll show you. Oh no, you know what I'll do? Okay, last thing. I can still show one thing, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. I just don't want, this would be like the first time we finish like a bit earlier. Like, I don't want that. Please. Okay, so what I mentioned is that if you just want to link to an external web page, you can do that as well. I don't like this indentation. So you could also do, let me just close this up a bit. Text, link to Google, yes, but not really to Google form. Maybe I'll just say link to policies.
Mm-hmm.
And not Jira. And I mean, Google is just like, which site should I be using for testing? Okay, Google will do it. So router.open and then I can just do like, yes. Come, okay, yep. And I'll close this. Wait, what is missing now here? On click. Okay, I'll just accept you. Oh, I think, I was missing the comma. Okay. So now we've added another action here. So let me go back to the testing and the birds went away in the meantime.
It's funny, when I heard them, it sounds like laughing like from Scooby-Doo. Have you ever seen the cartoon?
Yeah, they actually can wake you up at night. So
I can imagine.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they don't start until like 5 a.m., but still.
5 is still very early.
Yeah. Okay. So this is our link to the policies. And because we are opening an external page, we get this pop-up that we didn't have when we opened the Confluence page. Mm-hmm. And if I click on this, it's going to Google. So this option that we saw, so with the router, you can go to both internal or external pages. So that's good. Maybe like, okay, so one very last thing. Okay, so I just wanted to show you. So here I'm logged in with a different account. So this is my personal account. And what I wanted to show you here is that, okay, so if I go in the console here. So what I wanted to show you is the difference that you'll see in our events. Let me actually refresh this as well. So both pages are registered to our background script. So our background script is registered to the Forge real-time. But only this one, so only the account, only the page that you have on the left is going to receive the event, because we are only sending the event to the user who performed the action. So the other account, so the one on the right, is not going to receive an event. Not much to see here, just like that there wasn't an event. And because there wasn't, like the event wasn't received, then there isn't a pop-up. So I just wanted to show this. So, and I think like 10:25, that's my end. I'm not going to show anything else, even if I could go on forever. Yeah, so we actually made it. Like we made it to the end. So yes, so if I go back to our little page from last time where we added the Forge real time, and then there was this red box here, which is what we wanted to build but didn't get to. Yay, we can turn it to green.
Yes.
So we added the notification flag with the actions. Done.
I love it. Thank you.
So I think this is the end for this app, except that now we decided we'll build the Forge LLM APIs on this, but not next time. We'll take a break on this app.
Yeah. And also for those of you who are watching, if you ever have any ideas of things that you want us to build, or features that you want to see us build, or even just Forge features that you kind of want to see tested out, please definitely let us know in chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, maybe I'll stop sharing.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. It feels crazy because it feels like we've been working on this for a while, but it really hasn't been that long when you really think about it. But we did so much in only, I guess, just about 4 hours.
Yeah, I actually think because it can feel like, oh wait, it took you 3 hours to build this. Yes, but that's with all the talking, right?
Exactly. So it goes to show that you really can build some really powerful things in not a lot of time with Forge.
Yeah. So I think probably, even if you're new to Forge, maybe 1 hour to build this, so should be good. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Are we ready for a couple of announcements?
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. So the first one is that you can get the most out of Forge with our Atlassian Forge learning path. And let me throw up the QR code, because I don't know if y'all have heard, but there is a Forge Fundamentals certificate that you can take. It's 45 minutes and multiple choice, where you can go show all of your knowledge about Atlassian Forge. It's free, easy for you to do during a lunch break or something like that. And then we also have a QR code as well for Atlas Camp Bengaluru, which is coming up. We don't have registrations open just yet, but we want to go ahead and put it on your radar that it is going to be happening this June.
Yeah.
And then also, for anybody who wants to join our Atlassian developer community, we are always looking forward to new faces popping up in the community, whether you want to network with other folks, learn how to build, or attend different events like this one, or all of the fun different ACE events that are happening all the time.
Yes. Yeah. We've been really adding more and more events recently. So yes. Stay tuned.
There's so many. Even this week alone, our team was definitely busy with multiple different events. So there is always something going on, and there's always an opportunity and a space to learn.
Yes. Do we want to give a sneak peek of what we are building next?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so no screenshots, so not that many details, but we already know what we are doing. But the only thing we are going to share today is that we will be building some tools for admins. So, as an admin, you might have a lot of repetitive tasks that you would love to not do or do faster. and maybe like a lot of checks of your configuration. Like, oh, I'm already giving away a bit too much, maybe, but it's okay. Like, like there is a reason why I do it. So yeah, like, sometimes like you have to check the configuration and it can be very manual. So we will be building some tools to make it easier and faster for you to be an admin. So yeah, and I can't wait, like, as always.
Of course. So excited to see what we start building in the next Forge
Yeah,
App Jam.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Are we at time?
I think we are. We are like right on time this time.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, good. So I guess that's like time to say goodbye, and thank you for joining again. Yeah.
Thank you
And
so much for being here with us. We love when you come hang out with us while we just get to build fun things. It's one of my favorite parts of the day.
yeah, absolutely. Yes, same for me. So yes. And
Well, everyone, I hope you
bye.
have a great day. Have a great night, depending on where you are, and we will see you for the next Forge App Jam.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.